People close to me have been suffering the effects of long COVID for months. The symptoms can be debilitating, hard to predict, and tricky to treat. At least 58% of long COVID sufferers experience severe, unrelenting fatigue, not improved by rest, and worse with activity. But there are numerous other bewildering side effects affecting up to 10 different organ systems. What's going on? The academic world has yet to conclude why this is so, and there are as many as 8 theories being considered. In China, during all 3 major respiratory pandemics, SARS, MERS, and COVID, traditional Chinese medicine was used to help overcome these symptoms. In this video, we're going to combine acupressure with everyday herbs and supplements to boost energy and immune function, as well as gentle mind-body exercises to deeply oxygenate the cells, a complete strategy aimed at getting you back to your best. The theories about long COVID point towards unregulated inflammation in the body, reduced cell oxygen, a disruption to regular blood flow, and surviving pockets of virus which intermittently cause trouble. While these symptoms differ case to case, inflammation is considered to be the general marker for long COVID, as measured in the blood, and long COVID is considered to be resolved when inflammation levels return to their normal range. Across all of this, one part of the body emerges as central to the inflammatory nature of long COVID, and I've come to know it quite well: the vagus nerve. In some long COVID theories, the runaway inflammation we see is associated with vagus nerve signaling issues. The vagus plays a central role in activating the immune system and shutting off inflammation. Weakened immunity and inflammation are both long COVID symptoms, so a poorly functioning vagus nerve is high on the list of suspects. But is this a cause, or is it just a symptom? What could happen in the body to throw off the vagus nerve's function? The brain and nervous system are certainly involved, with inflammation affecting neurons. But what causes that inflammation? There is another brain in the body that needs to be considered: the gut brain. Deep in our intestines, the vagus nerve is in constant communication with our gut and our gut microbiome, the home to trillions of bacteria that govern so much, from our ability to absorb energy to our emotional health. Should we be looking here for a cause? Perhaps. One theory of long COVID suggests that somehow the virus interacts with and affects our gut microbiome, and this alone would be enough to alter gut-brain behavior in such ways as to impair vagus nerve function, which could then lead to unregulated inflammation, impaired immune response, and, given that heart rhythm is dominated by this nerve, the strange heart and lung problems reported with this disease. Could it all relate to the gut? No one knows, but if you're going to treat long COVID, that's a great place to start. Now, pre and probiotics will give you a boost in the gut bacteria, but for a truly healthy microbiome, you want a diverse range of plant matter in your diet with minimal processed foods that can harm gut bacteria. This leads me to something very often overlooked: the role of hand sanitizer in our overall gut health. See what it says on the label there? 99.9% effective at killing germs and bacteria. At the height of the pandemic, millions of tons of this stuff was coming into contact with human hands. Many of those hands went on to touch food, which then travelled down to our stomachs, encountering our gut microbiome. Now, I'm not criticising hand sanitizers, just highlighting that if you do use them, be very conscious of washing your hands prior to touching food. I myself prefer good old-fashioned soap, but that's just me. When it comes to regulating vagus nerve function, acupuncture is possibly the most recognised therapy, but not everyone likes needles, so we'll explore acupressure based on the same research. Point 1. The NeiGuan Point. Research points to this point very specifically for helping regulate vagus nerve function, and this is reflected in the point's many specific clinical indications, which are: improves digestion, soothes nerves, calms the heart, relieves nausea, assists breathing, relaxes mind and body. And the list goes on. This is a true miracle point. I recommend that you stimulate it 3 times a day using a firm round head, such as this, or if you're feeling strong enough, your thumb. Find this point 2 of your own thumb widths down from the wrist line in between the 2 large tendons you see when making a fist. And when you press, you should feel a deep ache there. Take 10 nice deep breaths as you press, then let go. Do the same on the other side, then take a moment just to sense the energy within your body. Point 2 is the TanZhong Point. This rests above a large cluster of vagus neurofibers that interact with the lungs and heart. Find it 4 ribs down from your clavicle bone, normally in between the nipples on men. So count 4 dips down from the collarbone, then move right to the center of the solar plexus. Just use your fingertips to stimulate this point firmly but gently. As you do, take 10 deep breaths. The belly should rise on the in-breath and fall on the out-breath, which is a healthy way to breathe and relaxes the chest. The next point is ShenMen of Air, a premier point in traditional Chinese medicine for relaxing the mind and body. Here you can see how the air is actually rich with vagus nerve fibers. That's probably to do with the importance of our fight or flight response, which the vagus nerve also manages, in which hearing was the #1 sense for our survival. Find the point as indicated here and press for a deep ache. In addition to pressing, you can also massage around this region to assist vagus nerve function. Now, time to look at one of the most famous points in acupuncture, the ZuSanLi Point, indicated to strengthen digestion, improve energy levels, strengthen the body's defences, and benefit the muscles. Locate this 4 of your finger widths below the base of your knee in a small dip that can be felt about 1 finger's breadth outside the big tibia bone. When found, firmly stimulate this point and remember to breathe. 10 deep breaths. I want to run 3 herbs past you now. These are nature's most powerful anti-clotting agents, reduce inflammation in the body, and also bolster our immune defences. Garlic, ginger, and turmeric. Garlic can be added to just about anything savoury. Ginger can be eaten with food and boiled in teas. Check my own recipe in the video description. And lastly, turmeric, which I recommend most practically taken as a high potency supplement. It's so powerful that you should probably check with your doctor before taking it, especially if you're on blood thinners. Now we're venturing into high potency supplements that you should take in consultation with your doctor or health specialist. Long COVID sufferers often present with low nitric oxide levels. This can be a source of fatigue, as cells require this to function. A fast way to boost nitric oxide levels is to take a supplement called L-arginine, a naturally occurring amino acid. Known well to athletes as a performance-enhancing supplement, it helps cells generate energy. The next natural supplement for us to look at is N-acetylcysteine, NAC. This helps the body build antioxidants, which then clean out our cells, so the cells become more efficient and capable. This not only strengthens cell function, but also detoxifies the body, so if you have any nasty elements residing, particularly around the liver and kidneys, this could well be of benefit. Do your own research and consult appropriately. Lastly, vitamin D and zinc, both well known. Take the recommended daily allowance of both of these to ensure your body has every advantage in recovering its health. Now, there are 2 last subjects to cover, and if you get these right, not only will your health improve, but you'll likely find yourself having more energy than you ever thought was possible. This action is called raising heaven and earth. As you raise the hands, breathe gently in, and as you lower the hands, breathe gently out. Doing this, cultivate within you a sense of gratitude for life, both around you and inside you. Do this for between 5 to 10 minutes, or as best you can manage. The longer the better. The other thing I recommend is listening to healing meditations. There are many great meditation healers you can listen to, 2 of whom are Dr. Brian Weiss, a wonderful meditation healer, and also the amazing Dr. Joe Dispenza. Both are linked in the video description below. When it comes to meditation healing, just find what works for you. Allow your mind to be guided to a place of deep healing within. Where the mind goes, the body will surely follow. And with that, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, as this helps me enormously. Also, if you know someone who might benefit from this information, send it their way.